Alright folks, gather around because today, I've got a tale that'll send chills down your spine. Imagine a house so haunted that even the bravest ghost hunters refuse to step inside. This is the story of the Blackwood Manor. Now, Blackwood Manor sits isolated on the outskirts of a small town, surrounded by ancient twisted trees that seem to whisper secrets to those who dare to listen. The house was built in the early 1800s by a wealthy family, the Blackwoods, but tragedy struck fast. One by one, each family member met a gruesome end under mysterious circumstances. They say the youngest daughter, Eliza, was the last to go, found clutching a worn-out doll with a look of pure terror frozen on her face. Since then, the house has been left abandoned, with locals claiming it's cursed. The brave, or foolish, who have ventured in never quite come out the same. One such person was Jake, a paranormal investigator with a growing reputation. He thought the stories were just that, stories. So, armed with his equipment and a hefty dose of skepticism, he entered Blackwood Manor one cold October night. From the moment Jake stepped inside, he felt it. An oppressive weight, like something unseen was watching him. He set up his cameras and began to explore. The air was thick with the musty smell of decay, and every floorboard creaked under his feet. As Jake moved deeper into the house, he heard it. Faint whispers, growing louder and more frantic. He followed the sound to a room at the end of a long hallway. Inside, he found an old, dusty mirror, but this was no ordinary mirror. It was cracked, and through those cracks he saw glimpses of shadows moving on their own. Suddenly the temperature dropped, his breath turned to mist, and the whispers turned into screams. He tried to run, but the door slammed shut. Jake was trapped. Desperate, he turned to the mirror, and what he saw made his blood run cold. In the reflection, standing behind him, was Eliza. Her eyes were hollow, her face twisted in agony. She reached out to him, but before she could touch him, the mirror shattered, and everything went black. When Jake was found the next morning, he was curled up in a corner, muttering incoherently about the girl in the mirror. He had aged decades overnight, his hair turned stark white. He never spoke of what he saw again, but those who knew him said he was never the same. The Blackwood Manor remains abandoned to this day. Locals warn against going near it, especially at night. They say Eliza is still there, waiting for her next visitor. So if you ever find yourself near Blackwood Manor, remember this story, and think twice before stepping inside. Thanks for tuning in, and if you enjoyed this spine-tingling tale, make sure to like and subscribe for more stories that'll keep you up at night. Sweet dreams.